So I was cut off before I got to the last part of this. This is kind of important, the diopter. Let me explain what this is. I'm talking about the little thing right here, which looks slightly different on the D40 camera. So I'll see if I can find an example of this to show you guys. But here's what you need to know. This was developed so that people who have glasses, who wear glasses, can vision correct inside the viewfinder. So that what they see in here, it's like wearing a pair of glasses through the lens. They don't have to have their glasses on. Because we're all sharing the cameras, we don't have that luxury necessarily. So what I tell students to do is to set this so that it's like you have 20/20 vision, and just wear your glasses. So to do that, this one's already set like that. You see how, gosh, this thing is in the way. I don't know if you can see that, but the positive is on one side, there's a negative on the other, and this little middle dash is in the middle like that. So you want to keep it like that. It's like you have 20/20 vision. Otherwise, your photos are all going to look blurry and you'll be frustrated, and I don't want that to happen to you. All right, so let's say you take a picture, and I think I took some, and you want to look at them. You click on this button over here as one way, and I have one picture that's like a polar bear in a snowstorm, so let me just quickly take one of the classroom, which is way out of focus because I'm on manual focus. Let me do that again with autofocus, and I'll put this on programmable, and let me put it on shutter priority here actually. Okay, bring this up to, and you know, the rules of photography still apply. So if you sit there and you say, okay, I'm going to take a picture at 1/8 of a second at f/16, fine, but that's tripod territory. Anything with a 60 or slower, so all of these all need a tripod. It's not until I finally get to this area that if I'm holding the camera very steady, I can get away with taking the picture. So unfortunately, this is saying it's way too dark, although if I hold it up, it still says it's too dark. I'm in a very dark environment. So I'm gonna turn that down until I get that. And if I put this on the desk, so I'm getting that setting right there, which is 1/6 of a second, but I put this on the desk and try to take a picture that way. There we go. Okay. Not the most amazing picture. I probably wouldn't put this on display anywhere. So one way to look at it is this way. And the D3200s and the D3100s, it has this unique little thing. Let me show you what it is. If I click on this like that, it shows me the view like that. So it's kind of cool because what I can do is if I actually want to see like what the viewfinder is showing through there, I can do that. Just be careful because this is a huge battery drain on the camera. So this is taking time and energy for the camera to do this. So I just recommend looking through the viewfinder so you don't waste your battery. But that's how you preview the image. And I've got 3 out of 3. So that first one was that awesome image of the desk. And if I just toggle through, that's that awesome out of focus image of the classroom. And then here's one that looks like a polar bear in the snowstorm because I took a picture at like 30 seconds. So I get that. And I shot all these in camera raw, and it gives me all that kind of information. Now, while you're looking, if you toggle through, you can find out, for example, look, this it tells me the shutter speed, the aperture I took this at, tells me what my ISO was. It even gives me a histogram, which we can talk about a little bit later. So let me go back to info, menu, and nope. Just want to look at the images. Oops, hang on, there. Okay, and if I want to get rid of that, I can just click again. So just FYI, those are some different viewing modes to be aware of as you're working with the camera. Let's say I don't want this image anymore, and I just want to get rid of this one image. I can hit delete, and then hit delete again, and it's gone. It's kind of nice. I like to do that as I'm working because then I have more room on my memory card for the images I actually do want to take pictures of while they're still fresh in my mind. What else? So that's pretty much it. You can also, there's other little tricks here. Like if I click on that, let's say I have like hundreds of images. If I click on this tiny, can you see this? This tiny little button right there. I can look at these as thumbnails. So let me just, if I shoot a bunch of images really quickly, again, they're all going to be garbage, all out of focus. But now I can look at them quickly like that. And what's nice is I can toggle through very quickly and decide which one I want to look at that's bigger. So again, if you missed that, click there again to zoom in, toggle through, right? And then hit OK. Very exciting stuff. And I can even choose to delete that way. I can even take this image and I can zoom in on a section of it and toggle through. And this is nice because like something that might have looked awesome, if I'm not sure if it's in focus or whatever, I can go back and fix it. And I can press the minus button to zoom out again. What else? There's a self timer button here. There's also shooting modes button. So for example, if I just want to get a single shot, I press that. If I toggle it down, and it's again different on the D40, but this mode does exist right there. What that means is if I hold the shutter speed button down, turn the camera on. Do you hear that? I'm taking multiple images one after another, which is great if you are capturing like the motion of somebody, you know, like walking across the street or something's happening very fast and you want to get multiple shots and then pick the best one later as a sequence. That's what that's for. So that's pretty cool. And again, self-timer. So currently the self-timer is set to 10 seconds. I believe there's a way to change that in here. I'd have to find it though for another video. It's definitely there. There's a way to change that self-timer time to be shorter, or I think 10 seconds is the longest you can get unless you start buying some fancy toys to do that other ways. So those are the things I wanted to show you right now, and I think that'll just get you started. And of course, always turn your camera off when you're not using it. And if you're done, you upload all your images to the computer. I can create another video showing you that exciting process, and then of course when you have all your images uploaded, you would delete them off of the camera, and I would recommend just reformatting the memory card too once they're deleted off. But hopefully that'll get you everybody up and running and ready to go for your exciting journey in photography.